So hey y'all, and welcome back to Leesah's cottage. My dryer just now shut off, quit. It's done drying that load. That's my second load today. I stripped the beds this morning, washed the sheets, dusted the room, getting ready to run my cordless vac over the floor as well as my vacuum over our bedroom rug and call that bedroom done. But I thought I would just go ahead and open up today's video vlog. I'm going to be doing bits and pieces of our day throughout the weekend, and it will go live Monday. Tonight being Friday night, I'm emptying trash. My so-called trash can that is under my mother's sewing machine that I use for a nightstand. Do you know what that is? I can hear you. What? It is a pot, or the decorative planter that went around. I have two of them where I had gotten two hydrangea trees that are now planted down by the water. But I think I'm going to have to move those because they don't seem to be doing as well down by the water as I thought they would. I think they're in too much shade because they kind of need both. So that's what that is. It's just a lightweight plastic pot, and it's got some detail to it that I put a trash bag in and I use for a garbage can. It used to be in the laundry room, and then I found I wasn't using it as much in the laundry room as I thought I would. So I brought it in here and I use it quite a bit. So there's a tip. If you have some of those plastic pots around that some of your plants came in and they're pretty and you just don't know what to do with them, turn them into a small garbage trash can. And I have one outside that was actually the bottom piece. It's in a heavy piece. I don't know what it has in the bottom of it, but it's square, it's white. It's actually used to be the bottom of a white Christmas tree that I had. And then the white Christmas tree, it turned yellow because it was in the garage, or it was not outside, but it wasn't in an air-conditioned space, therefore it turned yellow. However, we could pull the tree out, and I kept the bottom, and being that it's so heavy and it won't blow away, it's outside, and that's what we use for our trash can outdoors during the warm months. Yep, it is definitely sleeting. It feels quite warm in here, 67. And I'm gonna kick it down to 66, just until I cool off. But I am cleaning the bedroom and stuff. So I thought I would just open up on this Friday late morning and say, hey ya, how you doing? Good morning. And welcome into our weekend this weekend. I've gotten the other two creative journaling Bibles in. I don't like too terribly much getting the top one completed, but I'm going to go ahead and start on the middle one and the lower one and do them at the same time. So I'm doing these three for my three granddaughters, and I'm starting with the youngest and working my way up to the oldest. Usually you go from the oldest down to the youngest, but for some reason I felt led to do it just the opposite, youngest to oldest. That's where I'm at today. I'll just bring you in. I'll pop in and out through the day and through the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. Tonight's our supposedly supposed to be order a pizza night, but if it's going to be slick out on the roads, I would not want anyone to be out there for me to have pizza. So I may end up having to move that to a Saturday or Sunday if the weather gets better and the roads are not supposed to be slick. So I'm just going to be piddling around here and there. I'm going to get the vacuum out and get the cordless vacuum and go over the wood floors in our bedroom, and then vacuum the actual rug in our bedroom, and then that room will pretty much be done for the things that I'm going to do in it today. And I forgot to put this on the charger last night, so I hope I have enough power to do what needs to be done. And yes, I need to put the rest of the clothes in the dryer in there. Get those put away. So that's just what I'm doing today with my day. I soaked my crock pots last night overnight. I've got to scrub those up and put them away. We enjoyed last night's meal. I really enjoyed it. It was really good. Ken had his over his pasta, his elbow macaroni noodles, and I put it over my veggies and my chicken, and I did eat half the chicken, and he finished the rest of it, and my vegetables. And here's what we woke up to this morning, but yet it was starting to do this yesterday afternoon. First it started off with sleet and freezing rain, and turned to snow. So we didn't get to get our pizza delivery because there was no delivery last night, and we really would not have wanted them to be driving out in this. Because it's one thing, I guess, when we were living in Michigan, and my husband raised in Michigan, to be driving in snow, but it's a whole nother ball game to be driving on ice. And right there past that weeping cherry tree, that's 2 steps, but you can hardly tell that it's 2 steps anymore. So this is unusual for Tennessee. Every now and then we will get this. Maybe got it, what, 2 years ago? About 2, maybe 3, 2 or 3 years ago. Now, if I can show you what is hanging out across the roadway here. We think that might be all turkeys. They definitely walk like turkeys, but that is a bunch of them. Ken thinks about maybe 50. I know during the spring we'll have like 2 or 3, about 2 males and a whole lot of females that hang out around the house and up in the woods. I wonder what they're eating. Or she's injured. So probably gonna call authorities or whoever to come help her out. Oh, he's scaring her. I cannot stand to see anything injured. Here we are, another lazy day on a lazy weekend. Another snow day here in the hills of Tennessee. We didn't even get to get our pizza because they're not delivering because the roads are so bad. And here in Tennessee, we all go a little bit silly at just the flurries of snow, but this is ice this time, what we're battling. There is snow on the ground, but the roads were iced over and quite dangerous. However, we will probably have a pizza night one night, even though I've done the meal planning here and I have Monday's meal already planned out. We may just keep bumping that down if we have pizza tomorrow. Depends on what time we're picking up the groceries. I made out the list. I made out the menu plan, the list, and now Ken is putting them all into our Walmart cart. And he will be scheduling our pickup for sometime tomorrow. So I thought I would go over our meal plan while he's doing that, and then I'll hop downstairs. Actually, I won't hop. Hopefully I don't roll. Hopefully I walk downstairs to show you the snow that we have here in Tennessee. And I know you people further north or up north, Michigan, Canada, you're all gonna laugh when I show you our snow, and we call it snow. This is for the week of January the 15th through January the 21st. If I end up recording any of these meals and sharing that video with you, I will always have the recipe down in the description box for you all if you are interested. So Monday, oven fried chicken, and then Parmesan ranch oven fries. So the chicken and the fries both are oven cooked. Meatloaf, Tuesday will be meatloaf, regular mashed potatoes, and cornbread. And the cornbread is a boxed cornbread. It's not my homemade or my mama's homemade cornbread. It just comes out of a box, and it's quite yummy. Wednesday, best beef, bean, and cheese burritos. And we're going to have a side of creamy ranch pasta salad with that. Thursday, pizza pasta bake and a side salad. Friday, slow cooker Italian beef. That's for sandwiches. Slaw, either on the side or you can put it on the top of the beef on the sandwich. And fresh corn on the cob. Saturday, easy oven baked chicken fajitas. And then for a side, cheesy smashed potatoes and cauliflower. We have eaten all these. We know what they taste like. And as you can see, they've been tried and true because we're having them again. And this is not a healthy menu plan, I'm sure, but it's all about portion control. So says me. The meatloaf recipe, I've made it for Ken probably a handful of times, and he really likes it. It comes from Dining on a Dime cookbook, and that's Tara Kellum and Jill Cooper. For our oven-baked chicken, that's Miss Betty Crocker. I had gotten this online, just printed it, and this is the chicken that I've made for Ken many times, and he seems to thoroughly enjoy it. And this is the Parmesan ranch oven fries. This one is the best beef, bean, and cheesy burritos. A lot of ingredients and a few instructions there. Hopefully not destructions. And this is really good. The creamy ranch pasta salad, it's probably typically good for the summer or spring, being that it is a cold salad, but it is so yummy. And did I say that's the ranch pasta salad? And this is the pizza pasta bake. And as you can see, I have a tried and true, and he was just asking me a question about the rump roast. This is the slow cooker Italian beef for sandwiches. I've made this for us a few times, and then I've made it when the grandkids were in and Tara was in, and they all enjoyed it very much so. And then when the kids were in, we're talking about the little kids, not our adult kids, but our grandchildren, grandkids, we had like those little small hand buns that, I don't know if you've ever, if you know what a Crystal Burger is or a White Castle burger. It was like those shaped or sized kind of buns that we put this slow cooker Italian beef on for the kiddos, and it fit their hands real well, and they enjoyed it. And honestly, our four grandies by our daughter, they are not picky eaters whatsoever. So that is one good thing about when they come in, and when Grandma, Lala, and Papa are cooking for them or serving them meals, they are never picky and they do eat it. Even though we try to pick foods that we know that they really enjoy. This is the easy oven baked chicken fajita. We've had this a few times and it's really good. And this one is the cheesy smashed potatoes and cauliflower. This is a real good one. We've had this one a few times, and the kids, when I've made it for them, they didn't even realize it was had cooked cauliflower in it instead of being all potatoes. And this is one that I've cooked several times for us, and then when the kids were in, they really enjoy this one too. It's Impossibly Easy Mini Cheeseburger Pies, and I'm going to be making these for Ken to have for breakfast. In place of using the ground beef, I will be using sausage. And this is one of the sweets for this week. I actually have two for this week. I just remembered one, and I called the ingredients off. He wrote them down, and he said, I'm gonna eat all this food. I said, if you want it. And this is the peach slab pie. I have made this before, and he enjoyed it. And I served it with warm with ice cream. And then I'm gonna make, I don't know what the name of it is. I've been making it for oodles and oodles and oodles of years. I don't know where I learned to make it, and I know you can make several different versions, but we make it with either the white cake mix or the yellow cake mix. And then once it's cooked, and when you pull it out while it's still warm, you want to punch holes all through the cake. And then you pour a jar of Eagle Brand milk, and also a jar of caramel, like ice cream topping, and you let those just soak down or fill up the holes, and then it soaks down to the bottom. Then once it's completely cool, you will top that with Cool Whip. And I don't know what that cake's called, but I know some people will grate like Hershey bar and put that on top of the Cool Whip, or they get like the Heath bars, crumbles, and they will put that on top of the Cool Whip. So if you know what that cake's called, maybe you can let me know, because I just don't know what it's called. Ken has actually requested it for his birthday cakes in the past. So when he just does that cake with the Cool Whip on top and the stuff poured in it, I know what he's talking about. And that is this week's meal plan. What is this, our third? Are we going into our third week in January? Or is it our second week?
Going into our third.
Okay, so we're going into our third week of January. Back to meal planning. This is just my second week back in meal planning. And being that we are splurging just a wee bit this week, as you can tell, it's like the sour creams, we're going to do the light. And then my cheddar cheese, I will do the light. And I'll do the block cheese, and then I'll do that grating myself. That will be our meal plan for this week. And if you have any questions about any of the recipes that I shared with you, or that we're going to be having, or that you possibly would like for me to record and share with you, just let me know in that comment section below. And I guess you noticed some of my recipes like these, you can see the glare. I put them in those sheet protector sheets, and then I put them in a binder. And I like to just take them out of the binder when I'm using them to cook a meal or prepare our meal, using the recipe, like when my hands are not the cleanest and I need to handle the recipe, and it helps keep the actual recipes clean. And this is our snow. Got the birds this morning, or yesterday actually. The trees still have ice on them. They're so shiny. Of course, I just walked out and left the door open. And somebody just let me know that